welcome back to Mommy Monday. It has been a really long time since I've done a Mommy Monday video. So I decided to do this video based off of the also lovely terrible 2's. Yes, the terrible 2's. Well, although my daughter is not 2 yet, she won't be 2 till next month on the 11th. So she's an 11/11 baby, my lucky little baby. Oh my gosh, I feel like the terrible 2's came around when she was like less than 1.5. It's so crazy. Like when I used to hear parents talk about terrible 2's, I'm just like, whatever. Like I never really believed in that whole terrible 2's thing. I thought it was just like a myth until like I started experiencing it myself. And although I love to see her growing because she's learning so much now, she's so talkative, her attitude is like insane. Seriously. I feel like I am a parent to like a 16-year-old girl. And I'm like, damn girl, so what the hell am I have to go through when you're 16 if you're not even 2 yet and you're giving me this much attitude? You know, it's just, and it's okay, it's funny, but like, you know, you can't like really laugh in front of them because then they're gonna think that like it's okay to act like that. And the last thing I need is to enroll her in school and have the teacher call me like, your little daughter is the brat and she talks back and da 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 da. So like, you know, and I think kids, they test you. Like they do so many things just to see what they could get away with and what they know is not such a great idea. And like her thing is she says no, she says mine, and that I'm trying to break her out of that because I just don't want her to be like one of those little selfish girls, especially because she's just not used to being around a lot of other kids yet because she's not in school yet. But you know, when I do put her in school, I don't want her to be like those kind of kids that because I always like, I couldn't stand little girls like that. So the last thing I want is to have a daughter that has that kind of attitude. Because it's just, I mean, personally as a parent, I just don't find it respectful for a kid to be like greedy. And yes, I understand like that's just like a natural, I think, instinct that kids have. It's like everything is theirs, especially if they're the only child. She's the only child, so she has what I call the only child syndrome, where she's just not used to sharing what's hers or, you know, attention being on anyone else but her. And because this girl will get jealous even if I were to show a puppy some love. Like, it's like that. So it's like I'm trying to break her out of those things because, you know, the day that I decide to have another kid, I don't want her to really have a hard time accepting the fact that there's another sibling in the picture. But, you know, and then like another thing that I've noticed that she does is like if I try to take something away from her, she'll swing at me. Like she will legit like go there. She will go there. And I'm like, girl, you got the wrong mother if you think that you're gonna get away doing that with me. Now, I don't promote, you know, hitting like crazy and none of that because, I mean, she's only gonna be 2, you know? So she's still a little girl, she's still learning. But you better believe that I do correct her because, you know, that is definitely something that I will not approve of, is you hitting people, especially you hitting people that are older than you, especially hitting your mother. Like, I am the one that does like it all for you, homegirl. You are not gonna put your hands on me. Not happening, not today, not tomorrow, not ever. And I'm pretty sure a lot of my other moms out there could relate with me on that. And it's just like, it's so funny because like, I mean, I'm not aggressive like that. Like I don't go around hitting people, but I do have like an aggressive kind of attitude when it comes to people that I guess like have nasty attitudes with me. Now, I don't just go to a random sweet person like, you know, acting nasty. No, I'm not like that at all. Even though some people are like, oh my god, you look like you're so mean. Like, I would have thought you were the meanest person ever until you started talking. And honestly, I think it's the makeup. I really think it's the makeup, because I don't, one, without makeup I look like I'm 12, so I doubt that looking like a 12-year-old I look mean. And I'm not mean. I'm really not a mean person unless you're mean to me, but I think that's just everyone's character. I mean, you treat people the way they treat you, pretty much. And but it's funny because it's like, oh my god, like this little girl is like the miniature me. And but even my mom was like, oh my god, you were not like that when you were little. I don't know where she's getting that from. And I think it's just because she's so spoiled, because she's like the only child for me, and she's also the only grandchild. So she's the only child, the only grandchild, and the only great-grandchild. So she's, if I tell her no, she has like a line of people that are gonna tell her yes. So, and then, you know, I'm pretty sure, you know, I know a lot of you guys know that her dad and I were not together anymore. But I'm pretty sure she has her father wrapped around her little finger. That's his only daughter as well. So I could imagine. And you know, but it's so crazy just seeing like a little person like that with so much personality and attitude. And the terrible twos, they're definitely a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of physical and mental work with your children, because you're just trying to break them out of those certain habits that you see that they're starting to pick up on, while at the same time you appreciating everything that they're learning and respecting that the little person that they're becoming. You know, I don't want to knock her for every little thing that she does, because she is her own person, and I respect that. Even though she's a baby, she still has feelings just the way that I would have feelings. And you know, it's all about like a healthy balance of parenting, teaching, and also teaching them right from wrong. That's the best way that I could put it. And it's fun. This is like a really fun age. And I always say, like, I probably have a head full of gray hairs, but because I dye my hair so much, you would never know, because it's a lot of work, seriously. But I really would not trade it for the world. Like, I would do this over and over and over and over again. Well, did I say that like 4 or 5 times? Because I don't mean 4 or 5 kids. I wouldn't, no, not that much. I would do it over and over again. How about that? And yeah, so I would really love to like know how you guys cope with the whole terrible twos stage with your kids. If you guys would like, you can comment below, let me know your stories, or you can let me know on Instagram. It's just so cool to be able to relate to a bunch of other moms and dads all over the world. You know, this is the point of me doing Mommy Monday, is because like I don't like doing anything. I don't like just doing beauty stuff, you know? Like, I love to relate to things that go on in my personal life with other people. So I would love to hear back from other parents just to see, like, you know, how do they deal with it? What are some tips that maybe they might have for me? Maybe this video would help out some parents. You know, it's all about us mommies and daddies uniting, whether you are together, mommy and daddy, or not together, because I mean, I'm not together with her father, but we co-parent and we're doing it fine. So I think that's what I'm gonna do on my next video, is how I co-parent. For those of you who are not with the parent that you had your kids with, I think my next video is gonna be on that. Let me know if you guys think that's a good idea. If you guys would love to hear how I do it. And again, maybe we could all just like share our stories together. So thanks you guys so much for tuning in to my Mommy Monday, and stay tuned for next week's Mommy Monday. And if you guys care to see this tutorial on this look, it'll be on the next video that will be posted this Friday. So thanks again, guys. Do not forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, comment, and just let me know what you guys think. And I love you all, and power to us parents out there, because this is not an easy job. So I got your back, and I'm pretty sure you guys got mine. Bye.
Why are you yelling? You don't yell. You do not yell. Hey, hey.